start with the dreamer wake. In the last lesson, we have seen Mangal Matan, biodiversity, how to save the environment. Okay, she started to educate the tribal people because the tribal people require water, food, and shelter. She is an environmentalist who has struggled a lot, who has educated the people, and the people were able to do some agriculture and they were able to have their livelihood. So in this poem, or will the dreamer wake? Now, dreamer in the sense is a person who is dreaming. Now, you people, when we sleep, we get many dreams. Okay, some might be true, some might be fiction or something like that. Now, in this society or in this community, what is happening is, we are thinking that we are not causing any harm to the environment. We are thinking that we are not causing any harm to the environment. Let me give an example now. You go for bathing, okay? You just open the tap and the water keeps on flowing continuously. You will think that if I waste water, nothing is going to happen because the other person is saving the water. Similarly, the other person also thinks that if I waste water, nothing is going to happen. My friend or my neighbor is saving me. Everybody are thinking like that, thinking in such a way that we are not causing any damage or any harm to the environment. But we are cutting down the branch on which we are sitting. Nature is our branch now. We are depleting the nature. How are we depleting the nature? We are cutting down trees for industries, factories, okay? And we are polluting the air, polluting the soil, and even polluting the water. But we don't accept this. We feel that we are not causing any harm. Let me tell an example. When your grandparents were there or when my great-grandparents were there, they were able to drink even the water from the well because that was the purest water. But right now, you and me, if anyone asks you a question to drink well water, will you drink? You will not drink because you feel that the water is contaminated or polluted. So who has done this pollution? It's only man. Today, lot of forest areas cleared, it's cut down for building commercial complexes, okay, or some factories and industries. We are not having some concerns that we need to protect our nature. If we go like this, down the line after 15 to 20 years, we will not be having the fresh air or the fresh water to drink. Right now we are purchasing drinking water, yes or no? Our grandparents did not purchase water. They used to drink the water from the wells or the bore. And down the line of 10 years back, even we were able to drink even tap water, municipal water. But that municipal water also now we are not drinking. Why? Because the municipal water also is contaminated. That municipal water is sent to water plants, RO technology, purifying, and then we are drinking. See the condition of water now. The condition of water is like that. Tomorrow it will happen the same thing for air. Luckily, we are getting some amount of oxygen now. But if we keep on increasing this, carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide and everything, in future, you and I will carry now we are carrying a mask, right? And that is also the kind of revenge what nature is taking on us. I have given you everything to live, but what are you doing? You are misusing things in the nature. That's the reason it is showing some kind of revenge on us. Right now we are putting a mask. In future, we will also put an oxygen cylinder. The moment it is taken out, you will die. So without how the farmer is going to have a pump for spraying the pesticide or something like that. At the back, like a backpack will be carrying out oxygen cylinder after 20 to 30. That will happen surely. The moment you come to my age or when you grow up and have children, you will not be having fresh air. You need to purchase oxygen in certain laboratories for breathing. And one day, your photo and my photo will be in the museum. So this is a human being, okay? He was living in the year 2020-21. Right now, he has got extinct. Now, dinosaurs, are we seeing it? Dinosaurs, they got extinct. Yes or no? There are many birds and animals which have got extinct. How did they get extinct? Did they get extinct by themselves? No. Only with the human interference. Man started to cut down the forest. Man started to occupy the forest lands. Man started to even, encroach rivers, lakes and everything for commercial complexes. And then there was no facilities for the natural plants and animals to survive. and they have got extinct. So in this poem, or will the dreamer wake, you and me are a dreamer. We are still dreaming that we are not doing any harm to the environment. Are we doing or not? Say me yes or no?
Yes.
We are doing it, right? We need to accept now. Now just now, let's take an example. I and my going to wash up. He'll fetch the water and nothing will happen. Lot of water is in the school. That's a wrong idea. We need to use the water or natural resource to the extent what we are supposed to use. But simply wasting it, today only 1% of the water is drinking water. You might be knowing it. The remaining 99% is there in glaciers, oceans and seas. That will not be useful. And that 1% if you don't use precisely, very safely, after 20 to 30 years, one country or one nation will fight with the other nation not for gold or jewels or money, will just fight for water. Whichever country is having water, that country becomes a superpower country. And luckily India is having good resources. But unfortunately even we are going for globalization, urbanization, industrialization, and we are decreasing our natural resources. Okay. So this poem is written by a lady poetess. So in this poem she is explaining our pain, why humans are not realizing the mistake what they are committing since generations. Just ask your grandparents when they were very young like you people. I think the Sangaradi was completely covered with trees, greenery and every place. But right now buildings have come. See, buildings have come in. I am not telling that we should not construct buildings. But the moment when we construct a building, we should see that which area are we doing it and what are we supposed to compensate that. If I construct a building here, how many trees am I cutting down? Can I plant these trees in some other place or not? If we have that, balance will be there. See, in natural ecosystem, one is dependent on the other. If something happens to some animal, the other animal which is depending on it will die. Okay? If tiger is killed, the amount of deer population is going to increase. And they themselves survive, struggling, they get killed. So you are not supposed to disturb. Food chain is collecting just like a spider web. In the spider web, if you try to take out one small thread out of it, entire web will be disturbed. So you are dependent on animals, you are dependent on plant, you are dependent on nature. Okay, it's a give and take policy, but we are not doing that. Right? Out in the east, the jungle listens. Forest is listening. The forest is listening. Listening. The tigress plaintive. Plaintive means what? Sad. The tigress. Tigress means what? The female tiger. The female tiger is very sad. Why is the female tiger sad? You know, the tiger is very sad because it's growling in pain. Growl means what? Make a sound with the throat in order to express your anger. Sometimes, if you don't like me, others are always irritating. Out of anger, you say. That is called as growling. Sometimes we growl at the parents also when you don't like what they say. Okay? Even sulking, sankadam or mungadam. Here, out of pain, out of anger, the tigress is angry. Why the tigress is angry? You know, the entire forest area is cleared and the tiger is not finding its shelter. And the tiger is having two cubs in its womb. The tigress is going to give birth. But the tigress is feeling that I think these two cubs will be the final cubs on this earth. Later on, there will not be any tiger. That means the tigers have been already endangered. Endangered means about to get extinct. After few days or few years, even the tiger will be seen like a photograph. So once upon a time, now you have seen real tiger, I have seen real tiger. But after 20 years, if tigers are not present, you will show animated video. This is our national animal here, India's national animal. Right, till 2000 it was existing on the earth. After that it got extinct. Are we not seeing it like that? We are not seeing all the birds which were existing 50 years back. In Robo movie, they have shown very clearly. Rajinikanth has shown very clearly what is happening, the radiation caused by mobiles and everything, how the birds are getting killed. The same thing is going to happen to us also. We also get killed very soon Monday. Okay? Now it's crawling in pain, in sadness. It's just becoming anguish. It's expressing its anger. The great trees here are breathing. The trees in the forest, they are able to hear the tigers breathing, and the tigers is shaking. It's shaking, it's shivering because of the sad thing that I think my cubs only will be the last cubs on this earth. Later on, tigers will not be a part of this nature. Inside her womb, inside the tiger's womb, the new lives wait. New cubs are waiting inside the tiger's womb. These cubs could be the last ones ever to freely live and roam and meet. I think these two cubs will be the final cubs, which can see the world, which can roam here and there in the forest, and I think after that there will not be any tigers. They may be having friends. Okay, these two cubs may be having friends, and that will be the final, last generation of the tigers. Our grandchild knows a tiger never, or will the dreamer wait. Our grandchildren will not know what is tiger. You are there now. The moment you get married and you have grandchildren, they'll come and ask you, Grandpa, what is tiger? Then you will tell, when I was a young person, a young boy, in my school days, I went to Nehru Zoological Park and I've seen a real tiger. But unfortunately now they have got extinct. I can show you a picture. You open your mobile and show this is tiger. But real thing, you cannot. So that will be the final thing. But still man is not realizing that he is doing some wrong by spoiling the nature. That's in the east direction. Now in the north, the white bear snuffles. Snuffles means breathe noisily. Polar bear, white bear, which lives in the Arctic regions. Down in our lair. Lair means place. Lair means the place where animals stay. The gleaming snow. The gleaming means the shining snow. If you see Arctic region, how is the snow? Very shiny. When sunlight falls on that, it shines like dew drops. In the winter season also, morning time you see water drops and it just shine like pearls. The snow is shining like that. She waits for all the life she is making. She is waiting for her entire lifespan. Now this bear also is waiting, okay, to give birth to the small cubs or the bear cubs. Outside the crashing glaciers grow. So what is happening outside in the Arctic region also, because of this global warming and everything, glaciers are nothing but ice pieces, huge ice pieces. Even they are getting broken down into pieces. If all these ice pieces break, or if they break into pieces, what will happen? The entire water is going to flush out, and this flush of water is going to flood everything. You might have seen all big huge blocks of ice pieces getting broken down into pieces and getting converted to water and getting carried away. This thing is going to happen. She waits for the life she is making outside the crashing, breaking glaciers grow. These cubs could be the last cubs ever. I think my cubs could be the last cubs. Or the poet is saying that these polar bear cubs could be the last cubs to freely live and freely move. Our grandchild knows the white bear never, or will the dreamer wake. Our grandchildren might be knowing once upon a time there was a white bear, polar bear. So as a picture, but not as a real one. There in the west, the song thrush babbles. Thrush is a bird. It's a bird. You can see the picture. It's given here. Okay, this is a bird, and this bird can sing song continuously, high-pitched song, by changing different rhythms. One rhythm will be different from the other rhythm, and that's a natural ability of this bird. The morning I have heard the sound of this by looking into Wikipedia. I don't know where this bird is there now. It's not there no more. But the picture I have seen there. When I just clicked on the audio of this bird, for 2 minutes, it's a pleasant music, as if a musician is going to play, continuously changing the sound frequencies. That's the bird. And this bird, thrush bird, babbles means to sing with continuous sounds. She weaves her nest. She is going to prepare a nest. Okay, nest to lay the eggs. Every bird, it takes a lot of care in building a nest, because the nest has to hold the eggs. Okay, and the eggs must hatch and it must give to small birds. A long wait now to find its partner. Now it's waiting for its partner to breed on the eggs or to hatch the eggs. The eggs are laid. The eggs are laid. there are not many eggs, only two or three. These chicks could be the last ones ever. Whatever the eggs that was laid by the first bird, that would be the final eggs. Because after that, there is no guarantee that this bird is going to survive. The last to fly and sing and mate. This thrust bird would be the last bird which could sing and which could fly and even mate, have a friendship with the other bird. Our grandchild knows the song Thrush Never. Our grandchildren will not know what is the natural song of a thrush bird. Even I heard it in audio recording. I have not seen this bird singing in live because it's not found now. Deep in ocean, in the south direction, the whale swims. Whale is a big, huge mammal. Once, if you see a whale coming out of the water and jumping into it, just see it in Discovery Channel or National Geographic. It looks very splendid and marvelous. And it's a very huge body. Once it gets up and falls in water, the water surrounding that will flash into the air. And if you're nearby, it will be thrown somewhere because of the weight or the pressure. Okay? Even it can collide big cruisers and ships also. That's the capacity of the whale. And her song of birthing fills the process of giving. Birthing means the process of giving the birth to a baby fills the seas. When it is giving birth to a baby, it doesn't lay egg. Where is the mammal? When it is giving birth to a baby, the sound it makes, it is going to threaten the water. Thousands of creatures wait the moment. Other small fishes and everything will be seeing how the whale is going to give a birth to a baby whale. The solemn bird that they see. Solemn is what? Very serious and which is not even happy. This child could sing the final whale song. Okay, today we are singing the whale song. Once upon a time there was a whale which was heavy in weight. Okay, it can collide big ships and everything. It can give birth to a baby. All these songs we are singing now, but in the future we will not be able to sing the whale song because the whale is going to get extinct. The last to make the ocean shake. The whale is the only fish which can shake the oceans. And our grandchildren will not understand what might have happened to the whale. Why the whale is not existing in their coming generation. Now we are in the center from east, west, south, north, in all the four directions. This man means you and me. Now we have known that tigers are getting extinct. We have known that polar bear is going to get extinct. We have known that thrush bird is going to get extinct. And we have already seen, what is the other one?
Whale.
Yeah, whale. All these creatures are getting extinct. They are endangered and they will get extinct very soon. But still, we are thinking that we are not causing any harm to the nature. We are thinking that we are all safe, all animals are there, but we are not realizing. We are not waking up from the dream. Only we are dreaming that everything is going on smoothly, nothing has happened to the nature. If nothing had not happened to nature, why are earthquakes, why are floods, why are volcanoes, why are some mysterious diseases breaking out in the society? It's only because we have depleted the nature. Nature is a gift of God. Environment is a gift of God. We need to use it preciously. But we cannot overuse it and we cannot create our own destruction. Today we are at least drinking some pure water. But after 20-30 years, we will not get water. We need to go to supermarket and we need to stand maybe for 10 rupees or 5 rupees, we may be getting one small, 100 ml of water, drinking water. That will surely happen because resources have got completely depleted, no proper range and everything. So the poet is appealing to us, requesting us that after looking at these incidents, at least people should realize and people should save the nature so that younger generations or future generations can live peacefully. Now old generation, they are very, very strong. Their grandparents are stronger than you. Now they are 60, 70 also, they don't have any health issues. Those people, those days. Today, we sit for some time and we stand for some time and say, my head is aching, my leg is aching. Why? Because we are got everything contaminated. So, at least after listening to this poem, make a promise that we will not waste our natural resources. We should use them preciously. Okay, that's the poem. Thank you. Clear?
Yes.
Hmm?